Welcome to This Week in Wimberley. I'm Chris Doelle. I will be joined shortly by Mr. Z, Gary Zupancic. This is a show where we talk about what's going on in and around the Wimberley Valley, all the fun stuff. We will get to that in just a moment, but first, quick message from some people who made this show possible. Suffering from dry, itchy skin? Tired of using products that just don't work? The organic lavender salve from 100 Oaks Farm in Inez, Texas is just what you need. Made with only the finest all-natural ingredients, this salve is proven to heal wounds, soothe irritated skin, and repair damaged skin tissue. Whether you have rashes, burns, bites, stings, scars, acne, or just need a little extra moisture, our lavender salve is here to help. Say goodbye to dry, cracked skin and hello to soft, hydrated skin with 100 Oaks Farm's organic lavender salve. Order now at 100oaksfarmtexas.com or call 937-499-4790. Don't let damaged skin hold you back any longer. Get your hands on this miracle organic lavender salve now.
Are you looking for a podcast network that talks Texas by Texans? Well, check us out. You're already listening to us, but go to the website, LoneStarPodcast.com. You can also find us on every big podcast platform. LSPN, we have shows in business, entertainment, marketing, music, of course, sports. We have some of the best sports podcasts in the state of Texas, ranging from high school football all the way up to pro basketball. So check us out online, LoneStarPodcast.com. That's the LSPN on every major podcast platform.
All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Mr. Z himself, Gary Zupancic. How are you doing, Gary?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Sun's out. It's a beautiful day. I wish we'd get some rain, but can't complain about the weather this week. You know, it's just been my type of weather, shorts and T-shirt.
Yeah, definitely. Nice and cool in the morning, doesn't get too hot. And right. I think we might get a little rain later in the week, but we'll talk about that.
All right.
Gosh, so what's going on?
Well, you know, horse tourism is down right now, but the city right now is taking applications for tourism grants. And they're going to take that out of take that out of the hotel occupancy tax, and you can apply for it through January 31st. The funds will be used directly to enhance and promote overnight tourism and the lodging industry.
I like it.
So I heard that, and I thought, well, you know, hey, that's what we want. We want to keep businesses local and no big box stores, you know.
Right.
All local. Okay.
Well, hey, maybe we can get one of those grants since we're doing so much to promote Wimberley.
Hey, you know what? That's a great idea. I didn't think of that. Maybe I need to do that. Gee.
Yeah.
So, you know, Wimberley, you know, I'm really proud of Wimberley because they really, really try to keep the atmosphere here small town, you know?
Yeah.
So they're right now they're in discussions about historic preservation. And at City Hall at the end of the month, I think it's January 31st, they're going to propose the historic district design guidelines for downtown Wimberley. So that if you're putting up a new building, the guidelines would do the appearance and the materials you're allowed to use, the signage, and exactly where the downtown historic district is. So that's going on also at City Hall just at the end of the month. Let's see. Last weekend, Wimberley had the Story Fest out at Oak Glory Ranch. There were a lot of people just telling stories of every sort, food stories, visual, performing, culinary, and literary. So really, I missed the whole thing, but they had some really interesting people there. A professor or two from Texas State, some local storytellers, and boy, we got some good local storytellers. So yeah, that was a good time. In fact, my neighbor worked it, and she said she had a good time. She said everybody was just great. So
I always love events like that.
Yeah, the Wimberley Good Neighbor Dodgeball Tournament is going to benefit Head Out, and it's at Danforth Gym on Friday, January 20th at 5 p.m. The final junior high teams battle it out in the fundraising Wimberley Good Neighbor Dodgeball Tournament. Admission is $1 or donation to benefit the Wimberley Good Neighbors Level Up program.
Nice.
The game officials, Coach Jen Bachman, who's really the owner of Wimberley Cafe, and longtime coach here at Wimberley, Steve Meeks, are both the coaches. So if you are interested in that, contact one of them.
Nice.
This weekend is the Village Library is having a book sale. Categories include fiction, children, art, nonfiction, vintage fiction, and adult readings. For more information, visit WimberleyLibrary.org, and it goes from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. And to get you outside a little bit, Tree Folks will be hosting a Plant Your Park event at Blue Hole Regional Park on January 21st.
Very cool.
Work is slated to begin, and they're going to have coffee in there, and you sign in at 9:45, followed by a quick safety briefing and planting instruction. All materials needed will be provided. More information can be found by going to the cityofwimberley.com, and you find out more information. And let's see. Oh, man, this weekend, last Sunday, they had a Young at Heart concert at the First Baptist Church, and the Hill Country Band presented that. And they do something about every 6 weeks or so. So that's always something to do in town on a Sunday, you know. Yeah. Catherine Ann Porter School did their Martin Luther King Day of Service. The students and Administrator Jennifer Bravo and Superintendent Subhas Matthew were there with the students, and they finished up cleaning up the square, which really does look good now. And then they went out and they did more projects. So CAPS is really rocking it, you know?
Yeah, and I tell you, the Martin Luther King Day has slowly evolved into a day of service. I've seen it all over the place, and it's just awesome that CAPS is doing it too.
So yeah, you know, it's not a sedentary holiday. You know, even though it's in January, there's work to do to build this country still. You know.
Amen.
So the soccer team has a new coach, the Lady Texans. And really, they are just year after year, they're just a really good team. They play, although they're 4A, they play 5A teams, and they go to the district championship and everything. So they're pretty good. So they have a new coach, Eric Nichols, and he has 24 years of education experience and coached varsity soccer in both Atascocita and Smithson Valley. So I know Smithson Valley had a pretty good record. So if you like soccer, that's always fun to go and watch. You know. Yeah. Basketball, the Wimberley Texans pounded Navarro 82-70, and they also beat the Canyon Lake Hawks 53-37. So that's 2 district wins for them. Now the Lady Texans, they lost to Navarro 50-44, but they beat Canyon Lake 46-18. So that's about all I had. I'd like to tell you about the weather. It was just gorgeous this week. Got up to 80, and now we're going into a period of 60s and 50s, and I think Sunday night is going to get real cold. 37 is what I'm seeing. Yeah, but good news is, although it's going to be really cold, it's going to be rainy on Tuesday, which is really nice. In fact, it's really nice because I grow lettuce during the winter, and lettuce loves cold, rainy days in the 40s. It's just like I look at it outside, and it's like it's miserable, and I'm going, hey, what a great day. So. Yeah, really, and really you can never tell the weather, You can get weather off of whatever weather service you want, and, they're going to be wrong.
Right. Well, we've got, we're going to do a musical feature, and that's one of the things we want to start doing is feature a local artist, and you seem to have found a really good one. I listened to his track last night. Talk about this one. Okay,
it's Jesse Stratton, and he's actually a friend of mine. And I was beating myself up, going, "Oh, I need somebody really good, And then it was like, "Hey, wait a minute, Jesse, he'll do it for me." Yeah. So he's got a lot of albums out. He's got a new one coming out, I think it's May 13th. And in fact, during COVID, the neighborhood, along with me and everybody in the neighborhood, pitched in money, and we got Jesse to be in our neighborhood, and we all were social distance. And it really, seriously, it was a huge time. You know,
nice.
Right? Yeah, I think it was like March or something, and it's right in the middle of COVID. And you know, really, everybody appreciated it because they get out of the darn house. You know.
Yeah.
So, but Jesse is just a great guy. You see him around town.
Yep.
He goes. I mean, he's all over the place. He'll go. You know, he's really a regional artist. But Rodeo Death. It's it's just Jesse. It's good stuff. It's fun to listen to.
Ooh.
Maybe have a beer. You know.
Yeah. Let's give it a listen, and then we'll talk on the other side of that.
All righty.
I see the flashing lights of a carnival behind your silhouette. They crowned the queens and they rode the bulls, but the band ain't playing yet. People come from all around, it's the place to be. All those flashing lights, but you're looking at me. And there's rodeo dust all over everything. And there's no place that I would rather be. Well, I spend all my money on those games I never win. The days are long and sunny and the nights never end. Under a sky full of stars with you, we're standing in line for the rides and the food. And there's rodeo dust all over everything. And there's no place that I would rather be. Where the band just started playing and they're filling up the floor. I hear you call my name as the drummer counts to 4. That moon shining down on my favorite scene. They're twirling around and stomping their feet. And there's rodeo dust all over everything. And there's no place that I would rather be.
Wow, very good stuff. You two, you mentioned Jesse. I've been at least Facebook friends with him for quite a while.
Okay.
But I don't know that he'd recognize me walking on the street, but yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, really, he belongs to our church, and he's got 4 kids and a really good-looking wife. All the kids are good-looking, of course.
Yeah.
And yeah. Really, it's just he's just a really, really great guy, and he'll play benefits, and like I said, he plays all around in New Braunfels and other places.
Yeah.
And so if you get a chance to see him, it really just makes you feel good. It's feel good music.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll put some links to his stuff in the show notes where you can listen to him on Spotify, where you can find him on Facebook, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so like I said, if you get a chance to go and see him, definitely do. It's a fun time.
Cool. Well, thanks again, Gary. anything else we got to go over?
No, I think that's it. We got stuff coming up. Try and keep warm. Please try not. I don't know if the burn ban's off or on because I keep looking it up and get contradicting stuff. But it's pretty dry out there, and we're in drought, so really don't burn until it starts to rain. That's the way I feel.
Yeah, nice. And one of the other things I'd like to do in future shows is highlight one of those nonprofits each time. So we can start thinking about that. And anybody listening, if you want to reach out to us, you've got a nonprofit that you really think needs some publicity, let us know because we want to share the love.
Well, there's a couple of favorites in Wimberley for me. Crisis Bread Basket is probably number one. Barnabas Connection probably is a close 1.5.
Nice.
So those two groups right there, they're awesome. In fact, all of the nonprofits in Wimberley are, I wrote about them for 8 years. Everybody helps everybody out, and this town is a volunteering town, and that is just great.
Definitely. Well, Gary Zupancic, once again, thank you so much, and thank you to all the listeners for giving us your time and your attention. Thanks a lot.
All righty, Chris. You take care.
Our last game, Friday Night Legends, was a big hit. And now you can play the greatest college football teams of all time against each other. Before now, if you wanted to see the 2019 LSU Tigers play the 2001 Miami Hurricane squad, you were stuck with only your imagination. Not anymore. This new game allows you to play those dream matchups. 1945 Army Black Knights, considered by many to be the greatest team in the history of college football. 2014 Ohio State Buckeyes, featuring Ezekiel Elliott, head coach Urban Meyer, and offensive coordinator Tom Herman. 2005 Texas Longhorns knocked off number 1 ranked USC for their 4th national championship, and so many more. Saturday Legends is that game. What are you waiting for? Get in the game. Saturday Legends.
Get your copy at BoardGameLegends.com. As always, I want to thank Brother Gary for sitting down with me. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving us what I consider the most important and valuable gift you can give, and that is your time and your attention. Go out there and participate in your city. Participate in all the great events going on in the city, and tell us about it on your Facebook groups, on your Twitter, anywhere you have friends. Share it out.